Annyeonghaseyo, everybody. Welcome back. And is it any surprise? My name's Ryujin, joined here again by the napaka-pogi, napaka-calm and composed Viminal,
Oh,
and
thank
we're
you.
gonna be your casters for our next game, which is, for me, probably one of the spiciest games of today. Since for me, this is the top team right now. They're the ones that to watch. Valiant Esports, how Valiant Esports currently undefeated and on the way to a perfect season, perfect group. Up against probably how. How is currently back to their former selves, if I may say.
Hmm.
It's really impressive to see how he has worked out so well for them. I mean, before we used to see MCL in the top spot, right? It's they're always fighting up with LG as the top team in the AcadArena setting. So now that we see that they are up in the top three, they secured a really good spot, Viminal.
Yeah,
I'm happy for them. I'm
this
happy to
is
see this squad.
this is a really good run for both teams here. Also, Warlocks, he mentioned talking a little bit about their history that they were the top team right alongside Adbo
Mm-hmm.
during the earlier days of the AcadArena run. So now they're looking top form yet again, but
Mm-hmm.
they're up against really one of the toughest opponents here. Valiant Esports, you have Blast to deal with amongst other things, and
Mm-hmm.
he's right up there in the Radiant ranks for very good reason. His name just is feared by a lot of players here in the UAC, and without a doubt, I expect great things to come from HAU. And I predicted HAU to take the dub here. But all things considered, it might actually be a very, very close fight.
Yeah, I'm totally agreeing with you. This is gonna be a close fight. I am praying that we don't see a stop here because honestly, these two teams, I want to see if MCL can potentially beat one of the heavy favorites right now. I mean, they showed really good performances against the good team.
Mm.
We did see them fall once, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, pretty stellar performance from them. As we are jumping into Agent Select, we do see Icebox, and
Yeah.
when I see Icebox, I see Sage and Viper, pretty much two of the most staple picks in this map. Don't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely right. And look at this. Perhaps a mirror matchup as we head into this game. And, something like this cookie cutter lineup was very well established in the meta way back in VCT Stage 2 by none
Yep,
other than
true.
Sentinels. When you
Mm-hmm.
have really explosive duelists, like Blast, like Port over here, you can really
Mm-hmm.
make it work. But it just really scales directly on how much your Reyna can frag out and how much your Jet can make space. Because there's a lot of support centering around those two duelists right here. And this is really Jet's playground. There's a lot of verticality, especially on A side and B long as well. It's just such a fun map to play on as Jet. And of course, both these teams are very much aware of that. So I expect to see some really explosive plays coming into this.
Yeah, honestly, this is probably the top form between these two teams, and what you can appreciate about how and the Valiant Esports is how they grew from
Yeah.
season one. Now they were steady. This is like another story of this is like another FIT Aitamaro story wherein they just kept getting better every season, and now to see them brink of an undefeated perfect season, and this is really impressive, right? So what I'm curious to see is that right now, if they win, pretty much secure, their first seed and very big advantage of going straight to the semifinals. But if MCL wins, this is a 50-50 for them. They have a 50% chance of winning the first seed via the head-to-head advantage and the 50% chance on winning via round record difference. So really when it comes down to math, these two teams are really fighting for the first seed here.
And look at that. Blast already fighting for that seat, as you mentioned. Taking first blood real quickly. Follows it up with a kill on Yanagi. Securing the mana badge heavily here, but
Last
Draw
player
does
standing.
manage to take down Kale. Blast. Oh, before I even finish my sentence, he just finishes the round. Impressive indeed.
Looks like Blast is not joking around. He did not let go of his W key in that round. I can already
Grabe, dude.
smell the steamroll. Ramdam mo na eh.
Grabe. As in, I wasn't expecting that much of a blitz from Blast. I was expecting him to be really aggressive, obviously, on the arena, but that was just way beyond. Quick 4K to start things off. You'd actually afford to go for a rifle with utilities here, but he's going to be sticking to that ghost. The confidence is he had.
Yep, the confidence. And yun nga, sabi mo eh, feel ko narinig ka ni Blast eh. Kinall out mo eh, sabi mo, if this Reyna needs to frag out. Ayan na nga, Blast is fragging out. Yanagi just gets spotted by the recon drone there. Blast here getting a little damage from Ford, but Otto gets a 2k. Will Blast find his second kill? Muang that's gonna be a negative, but Casey, oh, this little lurk. He's not gonna find the right click onto Blast. They know where he is. Got a little Asuna cosplay here by Kyle using the zip line and falling with the Spectre. Cleans things up. Flawless round for the Valiant Esports.
Fist bumps abound, looking cool and calculated here. Actually, there's not a lot of calculation going on. It's just pretty much W keying for the first couple of rounds. And they're working well for them because they're asserting their mechanical dominance here. But now it's going to be a buy round for the side of the Warlocks. See if they can turn things around here in this possible third round turnaround.
Oh, I like the little pun there. Third
It's
round,
Dax.
turnaround.
It's Dax's fun. I steal it. I steal it a lot. Sorry,
You know
Dax.
what? It's okay. You're gonna see each other in a little bit. Mong settle your differences there. But looks like they're gonna settle the differences in the ace site here. So far, Blast and Prophecy, they're not letting go of the double key again. Too good lang ng sugod for them. I'm liking the setup though, Blast, and finally, Ice is there to stop the onslaught of Blast into the site.
Spike
Now,
down
he needs to
A.
be careful. 3v3 pa rin ang labanan. Does spot out Kyle there with the recon drone. And they have not planted the spike. They're not forcing anything yet. They're keeping their options open, making things a little bit confusing, I guess, for the Malayan
planted.
Warlock squad. Finally, they plant it. 3 members are positioned in backside, and I'm curious how they're gonna go for this retake. I see Viper here. He may go for some lineup cheese here. Ice does get spotted there. Prophecy and Auto, good positioning, and Straw cleaning things up there. 1v1, the lineup cheese that I was talking about here. Last scene, pipes, they called him where he was. Taps the spike. Auto not falling for it just yet. Straw playing with his food. It's a 1v1. Didn't notice another Asuna cosplay here on the rope, getting the kill. Ano ba yan? Mukhang we have some Asuna fanboys here. Gusto nila sa ropes talaga eh, no?
And that's why I love A-Side on Icebox. Just it can be really cheeky, and it really messed with me when the time Icebox just came out, and like I hated playing them out because like what is this? This is not Apex Legends, but you know, it's a thing here in Valorant, and honestly, really impressive stuff coming in from Valiant Esports here. They're playing top notch, and this is why they're undefeated currently.
It's really looking like the top team in form, but Ice!
Yikes!
Ice in his
Good
veins
night.
with the... Oh, another good night shot by Yanagi here. Mukhang pass na sila mag-rifle, mag-sheriff na lang sila. It's been working out for them. Groovy, named after the bot. It's not managed to get a kill there. Opening frag there. Oh my goodness! Ice, easy lang with that.
What is going on? What? Someone please tell me what is going on here. Okay.
Okay,
Kaya
Ice.
pa to, actually.
Okay, winnable pa to. Winnable pa to.
Oh, that's
1v3. Otto is expecting someone to push up to this area towards A here, but so far so good. Otto, if he gets a spike planted, just say he does have Viper Spit available and he can play around it with whatever he chooses. He does have full util pa.
30 seconds left.
He has the poison orb as well as the wall here. So really a lot of room to work with here for Otto. What he doesn't have is a lot of time. 20 seconds left. He has to just burst into this site, get things started. Otherwise, Casey here. Casey could just is gonna be the game changer here.
10
If he does
seconds
get the
left.
kill on to Otto. Can try and drop
Spike
into
planted.
site. He lets him get the spike planted. Otto's not gonna be ulting though. Really interesting choice here. Oh no! Ice closing things out. Otto could have ulted, opted not to, and that's gonna be the first round for the MCL Warlocks.
Defuse the spike.
Nagising na yung Warlocks ngayon. Such an incredible round. Really nasty one taps right there. And of all rounds,
Defuse the
thrifty pa
spike.
nga. Finally on the board, 1-3. And now Yanagi is pretty angry with that operator. Good call to bring it out this early because they really need to adjust. They really need to punish the hubris of Valiant Esports right now.
Pretty much. Push ng push eh. Sige, let's see how your push fares against this operator. Pero Prophecy also picks up the operator for himself. So,
Oh boy.
this could this is gonna be a Jet versus Jet. Look at the positioning as well. Both ops position towards B. Let's see how things turn out. So far, so good. Yanagi, good position here. Dashes out to safety. Casey covering him there. Kaso, he whips the shot. 10 HP left. Gets healed just in the nick of time. Kyle has revived Groovy. Oh, sana talaga nare-revive si Groovy. We missed you, Groovy. But Otto as well here. Good wall. Will be able to cover them up. At least just enough to cross towards yellow. Yanagi as well. 70 HP. Tagged by the recon. Bolt. Nowhere to run for Yanagi. Needs to be careful. Kyle though knows where he is. Pushes him up. And now they're gonna be able to secure the B site. Nag-wall na nga. Nag-Viper Spit pa. Nasa scan pa si Straw. But this is not gonna be a very clean fight. Wait a minute. Straw does get the kill through the smoke here onto Otto. But Blast has another thing to say about it. Gets the 3K and closes out the round for Valiant Esports.
They're just absolutely relentless, man. They don't give a damn about that operator and whatever ultimates Warlocks had during that round. It's just Blast running it down, mowing it down, and he's just been so successful with those duels. Take a look at that, 10-2 on the scoreboard. And again, if you're Reyna and you're not fragging out, you're not really doing anything. So you might as well just log out. But Blast, man, this is what you expect from Arena and more.
He's doing more than what's expected of him. Really doing so much for his team, getting the frags, getting the clutches, and just creating enough space for his team to, get that spike planted. Yanagi, the timing, oof. That's gotta be a big F in the chat for him, as just in the nick of time he looks away. But now they already have control of the B side. Casey here in a very good position to at least be an annoyance to their team here. Prophecy lurking in the back of A here. Gets the kill on Straw here. Yanagi finally getting the better of his Jet counterpart here, but just a tad too late. Blast is already positioned in orange. Pushing up. He knows where they are. Yanagi trying to get some free kills. No. And that's just too good right now. Blast is playing too good, and just the mere fact of how all around place. How do I say this?
No, it's just. I mean, I get what you mean. It's because partly because of Blast was part of a team called Dreamfire way back in the first stage of VCT, or maybe the second stage, and he always was very, very comfortable on Icebox. This was their best map, and shades of that still reign true today. And Blast wasting no time at all, Again, taking up a lot of space here. Doesn't really care about that Lear. Doesn't shoot it. Wala naman tayo sa sheriff. Wala naman
Oo
tayo.
nga eh. Ang hilig nila sa sheriff. Mag-sheriff na lang kaya kayo every round. Doon kayo nakakapatay ng kalaban like. They're getting nutty flicks with the sheriff kesa ng a rifle. Sheriff na lang. Tingnan naman, I can smell the ASUS cosplay coming in from one of these players. But Yanagi, nope. That's not gonna be any free kill. Si Ford, nakita niya si Blast. And that's gonna be all up to, never mind, di ko pa tapos sabihin kung sino yung last man standing. Inubos na nila. And that's gonna be another good round for MCL. Ano ba yan? Parang mas nanalo pa sila sa sheriffs.
Oo nga. I think it's because for the side of HAU, it's just them kind of being overconfident during those anti-eco rounds. Next time, please HAU, pag nag-eco na yung kalaban, play it slow.
Mm-hmm.
Diba?
Or you know,
parang, I don't know. What do you think?
pag narinig mo yung sheriff, wag na.
Takbo
Kabila. Libre,
Oh.
kabilang side. Kabilang side na. Pass na tayo to deal with that, please. I don't wanna get headshotted. Nag-full buy tayo ng 4,500. Mawa-one tap tayo ng 800 na pistol. Sige na, wag na. Oh no, Blast does not get any room to breathe there by Yanagi. No Lear will save you, but Groovy and Ford nag 1v1 ng onte, manages to get 1-for-1 trade. Straw and Otto as well, each getting a kill of their own for their team. But now the full rotate called in for the Valiant Esports team. Ang malalim na rin ang posisyon ni Otto here, so he could get the drop onto Yanagi here. Kaka-res pa ata si Kael, so this is still looking good if they do manage to find a cheeky kill. Otto will see. Strove does not find them in time. Yanagi as well with the up. Spike planted. Kael does have his res up. He can wrap around, but at this point, does he have enough time? They think it's planted for yellow. This is good positioning for him. This is really, really good. I think they're looking pretty dicey. No ice again. Ito na naman si Ice with the headshots and just keeping things alive for MCL.
Dance off to end that round. Now we go into round number 9. Quick maths for you right there, Ryujin. Parang ako nasa ni Dax pag ganun eh. Pag napapabilang ako eh. Anyway, Blast, he seems to be sort of shut down now. And alam na ng Warlocks kung anong gagawin to deal with someone like Blast. So now, kailangan nila mag-adjust. Eco pa sila ngayon. Let's see if they can replicate the success of Warlocks using those very pesky guns, the Sheriffs.
Then looks like this is gonna be ngayon ano naman daw Valiant Esports naman daw mag-sheriff. Let's see kung mas magaling sila mag-sheriff by here. Ford positioned up here in the backside. Prophecy trying to get some cheeky kills with the Blade Storm, does not get enough damage onto Ice to finish him off. Ice does use the recon drone here. Oh, the wall, hindi na alam na nandun siya. Blast getting the kill on his Straw there. Kita mo, but Ford and Yanagi locking down the A side to the best of their ability. They're trying to go for this. Iniipit na nila ang Valiant Esports, and that's a nigh flawless round for them. Almost. Still though, ganda ng hold dun sa A.
You know, Warlocks have been stacking A side quite a bit. Valiant Esports, at this point, they're just bashing their head against the wall, expecting different results. But maybe they should offer for a mid take. Again, they have to adjust. They can't keep trying the same things here. Granted, that was an eco state, but during the past few buy rounds, they weren't really successful either. So they could go for a mid take here. It's very risky to peek B long without that Owl drone.
And mahimik ako kasi kinabahan ako!
Kinabahan din ako!
Oh, Prophecy does get the better of Yanagi there. Just a little bit too aggressive with that off. Nagulat siya dun. Oo nga eh, wala namang info eh. Ice, dangerously low. Kael does finish him off. He was 20 HP. And there's nothing much he could do there. Na-leer pa siya. And so far, This is looking good for Valiant Esports. Si Blast nasa taas na. Ba't ka nandyan? Hindi ka naman jet. He all gets the drop onto Port. They're not expecting a man to be behind that wall, that toxic screen. Straw all alone and gets killed off by his imposter, the Sage. And just like that, nagulat siguro sila sa take. They were patient, to say the least, no?
You know, Warlocks were probably expecting they're not gonna go A for the 4th time in a row. They lost the past 3 rounds. Come on, they're gonna go B. Let's make Inagi post up on B long. And for some reason he pushed up, he overextended with an operator. That really paid the price. Good adjustment from HAU. That was the adjustment that he needed. Prophecy going for that lurk really worked out well. Now seems like Valiant Esports, they got memo. They're going for B instead of A.
But the Viper Spit for Casey, oh my goodness, 17 HP na lang though. Gets tagged through the smoke, through the Viper Spit. Buti na lang he has Sage to help him out here. And Blast still in control of yellow. Has the option of running around, getting some getting the drop on his opponents. They have controlled this, a very, very big part of the map, but Kael starting things off for his teammate here. Rez has been using Groovy. They're not checking the back of A here. Kael though, good position with Prophecy. And now it's a 1v2. Kael is still alive. He gets the dink onto Yanagi. He tries to go for the repeat, but Yanagi is there with the Blade Storm, cleaning things up and potentially saving them from a deep hole. You know, they are on track for a 6-6 half.
Heroics from Yanagi right there in the nick of time, and he's catching up the Blast in terms of the scoreboard here, really taking out the brunt of the work, basically making it happen for his team. Good parkour coming in from Kael or Kael. Man, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name.
Same, I'm same.
I call him Kael, okay, because it sounds like something.
Yeah, it sounds cool. You know,
yeah, it sounds
Kyle,
cool.
diba? Two, what do you call this? Not
2 syllables.
Syllables, thank you. Does not get anyone with the Hunter's Fury, pero Yanagi at least naka-op siya, so that's the important part. He does get frag, but 4v3, and so far wala ka ng duelists. You're gonna have a little bit more of a harder time securing this site kasi wala ka ng flashes, wala ng taga-dash, and wala ng cloudburst to cover your entry. But ang meron si Groovy, dalawang shock dart and a Hunter's Fury. Mag-isa na lang si Pord dito, so Pord could be the game changer here. He has to be the hero for their team. Port about to find Groovy here. Groovy does get the kill onto Ice, so now Port knows that there's someone there on the other side. What they don't know is Port is pushing in. Luckily, Groovy is there for the refrag. 1v2. Rez is available for the MCL Warlocks. Yanagi still has his operator as well. Straw revives Ice, but uses the debate. Groovy on track for 6k, but Otto steals his ace. And little stare down here from Groovy. Ano ba yan? That was my 6k. Highlight na yun sa AcadArena. Nasa top 5 plays na sana ako today.
Oh boy. A bit of a questionable decision from Straw right there. Rather from Kael. To go for that spike plant immediately without clearing the site. Just went for it, and he paid a price for that. Groovy, on the other hand, you know, he chose not to go the way of the bot. Rest in peace, Groovy bot. Went the opposite direction, just giving his team the vitality that they need coming into the second half. 7-5, in a very, very good spot, but absolutely anybody's game here. Warlocks, a lot rides on this pistol in terms of momentum.
Yeah, it's really looking really good for them, but at this point, if my MCL manage to secure this pistol round, they are on track to tying things up, especially since opponents are going to be forced to save on a second round. But let's see how it goes. Things are looking pretty good so far. Groovy though, making it a little bit more difficult for them. Takes care of Casey. That's their smokes gone. No more post plant lineups for them. Yanagi positioned in a very, very good spot to catch these defenders off guard. Ford as well in a very front position. There we go. The Yanagi position. That was a very good spot to be in. Now it's all up to Auto. Never mind. Kael is close to clutching things out. Ice 1v1 with Kael. Uses the wall to wall it off. He doesn't have shock darts. He only has a classic. Kael can stick this. Oh my goodness. He's sticking it! Oh no! Not like this.
You know, yeah, that was just such an amazing play coming in from Kyle. Those one taps, man. But even then, the spike wasn't planted for Ice, and that was just so unfortunate. That was a very good one-way wall coming in from Straw. Yanagi making the most out of it, but just not enough thanks to heroics from KO. And this is definitely what they need to cement their advantage here.
Oh my goodness. Force buy though. You see the buy from MCL, they force bought. So this could catch HAU off guard. They're not usually, you don't expect your opponents to force buy after losing in the second round, especially with the game this close. It's 5-8. Alam mo yun, hindi kayo tambak. You don't have to force buy. So this could be very, very good for them here. The Yanagi making sure that he gets the kill out to blast. That's their top fragger gone. Wala na yung mainit Valiant Esports. So now they need just hold this post plan. Wag na maulit last round. As Ninja, technically Ninja diffuse na nga yun.
Oh. I mean, again, it wasn't planned for him, and yeah, actually, looks like they're gonna go for the same plant here. But Kyle, again.
Oh no, this is looking disastrous for them. This could still work out for HAU. The retake is looking too good right now. Straw, 21 HP and the Stinger. Pero who uses the Stinger in 2021? At least gumana for Straw. Casey as well cleans things up. At least being the clutch meister for their team there. That's some Viper things, you know. I love it when a Viper clutches. Kasi
I hate it.
You know,
I hate to be on the
Viper
receiving
din,
end. I hate it to be. Oh, it's just those lineups, man.
Sakit sa puso niya. Yung wala kang magawa.
Wala kang magawa
May poison orb, may lineup ng molly. You just have to stay there for 6 seconds hoping na may time pa. I can stick the defuse. No! So wala na. Ubus na flight. Gamble though.
Yeah, taking info here. Gamble not going to be paying off for Valiant Esports. B is going to be ripe for the taking here for the side of the Warlocks.
Sheriffs ang nahawak nila though. I've seen teams win in this game siguro in the 6 rounds that MCL won. 2 of those were thanks to Sheriffs and an eco buy. So anything is possible. Straw! Ito na naman yung Stinger niya. So helped out there by Casey. Straw gets one on the groove. But really they're just shutting down the flank here. Walang flank, walang cheesy na mangyayari with the Sheriff. Casey does have it. Tries to go for the one tap. Is Prophecy hoping that he could just somehow get the pixel peek there. Prophecy helping his buddy Auto out, but Yanagi and Ice cleaning things up, and now 1 point away from tying things and evening it up for MCL.
That reminds me of the golden age of the Stinger, man. Back in my day, when I was a young lad, the Stinger was absolutely an S tier weapon. But now I can't say the same, but I mean, Kyle just apparently makes it work still. Or was that Straw? I was confused. I don't know.
I believe that was Straw.
Oh yeah,
Straw.
Yeah,
ano yan napabili pa ako ng dati, Sovereign Stinger, just cause it was such a good gun on insurance. Yung parang rifle. But speaking of rifles, Prophecy, ayan na nga. Looks like he has woken up. He has the Vandal hands. And he's not gonna make things any easier. Oh, come on. Alam kong gusto mo umakyat. Alam kong gusto mo na lumipad. And you have a teammate to help you out in blast anyways. Ford finds his Reyna counterpart. I'm the better Reyna for now. And now they are trying their best to secure A site using their utility to clear out as much angles as they can. Casey manages to tag blast through the smoke there. And now this is just a patient attack here from MCL. Prophecy in a very good spot, barely gets dicked by the right click there. Groovy though, positioned up there in heaven, rains down hell, ice, never mind. Auto cleaning things up, and at least they use the res. Oh, maybe that's for economy, and at least they stop the bleeding and they put up a round in the second half.
Still in a very good spot. They're up by 2. Definitely what they needed right there. Sometimes when a side swap, you just need that buy round to really pick things up here. So again, I'm pretty sure confidence is restored for the side of Valiant Esports. You're going to be taking a lot more map real estate, it seems, as there's only gonna be the Sova station on A. They might actually go for a retake instead.
They think that's a pretty okay play. A is a bit more manageable. Casey though, getting the good kill onto Kael. Groovy, napatay ang Sova counterpart, so that's no more information for them. Blast as well. Groovy and the rest of the house squad locking down all parts of A. Di pa ka sila pasok sa site. Pinapahirapan na nila lalo.
Very nice flick coming in from Groovy to secure the round right there. But again, Hunter's Fury, when you have that ultimate available, you don't... I really disagree with just using it for denying a plant or just using it to go for retakes. Sometimes the most effective way to use that ultimate ability is to use it at the start of the round. Because you know where the opponents are going to be more or less. So you can take advantage of that inference.
Here.
Yeah, it's plus the damage. It's not something to laugh at, pero Otto gets the last laugh there kay Yanagi. Manages to get the last bit of damage there thanks to the snake bite. And that's already a duelist down for both sides, I believe. No more jets on both sides. Wala nang dashing around here. No one's dashing through the snow just yet. But Casey does have his gun, his phantom here, so this could still really good for MCL. Maybe they get a pick somehow. Maybe they get a cheeky kill. And once they get that opening frag, they should be able to at least secure the site.
They will cower Empress activated. That's gonna draw a little bit of attention from the side of Warlocks here.
Take flight.
What? Okay, be clear. And then he's gonna be saying, Port's gonna be saying, be clear, put it on. And they're gonna be dashing through the snow right there
30
to
seconds left.
reset.
There we go. Viper Spit activated. Port does not expect auto right there in that corner. Casey, naku, nag-push through the smoke. That's gonna be a lot of cover gone for your team. Nagulat pa si Ice doon na wala biglaan yung Viper Spit. All up to Straw, 1v4, Frenzy in hand, nothing much to do. Nothing much to say, but except delikado na po ang MCL. 11 points on the board for Valiant Esports. Just 2 more and they are close to finishing this group stage. Flawless. A flawless group stage track.
You know, that previous round was just way too convenient for the side of HAU. Straw, he opted not to go pull out that barrier orb before planting the spike. And maybe because Casey rather, just wanted to push out. But arguably that was the wrong decision, as we saw earlier. When you go for that the free sight, you want to play post-play. You don't want to overextend. Pay the price for that. Ice droning out B long yet again. Now they're going to be playing default. Typically, when you've ran out of options, you say to your team, play default. Play default muna. Pakiramdaman muna natin. But
no.
Kael, just first blood onto Casey right here. It's not looking good for the Warlocks.
Yep, that's their smokes down. No more Viper Wall. And considering that, you know, Icebox is such a wide map, so many angles to look at, so many things and opponents to consider, it's not gonna be any easier. Tapos si Pord, mukhang malalim-lalim na into the site. Dances around the rope. Got around Otto actually. And the timing, hindi niya ata alam Otto. He doesn't know Otto sees him. Good little peek there from Otto. I like that play. Now, they thought it was at A site. Ice making his presence felt. I'm a little bit surprised. What was that
Hmm.
Hunter's Fury for? Huh?
Medyo probably off yung pre-aim dun. But
Mm-hmm.
Inagi though, keeping his team alive here, still doable for the Warlocks. If they win this
30
round,
seconds.
if they lose it, it's pretty much done and dusted. But Blast
One enemy
will have something to say
remaining.
about that onto Inagi as
Spike
KO
planted.
follows it up. It's all down the straw at a 4v1. Not gonna happen. Absolutely no chance.
Mm-hmm. No chance indeed. And just like that, 7 to 12, one round away from our second ever flawless season. No, for how
Match
next
point.
step na siguro after a 5-0 is to, get that campus torch up. Maybe they're the new kings, we need a new king. It's been the era of DLSC for too long, so
Yep.
maybe how wanna raise up that
I
crown.
mean, okay lang naman. DLS will, okay lang naman. At
Okay lang ba?
Ateneo ka kasi. So,
Hindi. Ano lang, I'm completely
Ateneo ka kasi.
unbiased.
Wala ako bias ako. Medyo,
Feeling sight.
no. If any team deserves to usurp the throne of DLSU, this is gonna be Valiant Esports. They are looking so scary right now.
Cutting their vision.
Their
Last,
players are playing out of their mind.
he's feeling it, but Yanagi has something to say about that on a prophecy straw as well. Fighting back.
Fighting back. Almost an unfortunate turn of events for him there. Natag pa siya ng recon dart. Ang dami ng smokes. He could have played around it. But unfortunate that the owl drone did find him. Ford finds a kill onto Kyle there. All up to Otto. Is he gonna get Yanagi here? He does get Yanagi here unscathed. He can still win this. 1v4. Could potentially lose this, but Ice gets tagged down to really low levels. Otto making things happen. Shoot the dart, please, young man. Ice spites. Oh my goodness, this is still winnable. I don't like how this is looking for MCL. Luckily, nakikita ako sa corner of the map. My Viper that's ready with the lineups. Swaps his gun.
Bala.
Knows where he's... Ay! Yun na nga. There
Unfortunate.
we go.
Unfortunate.
Otto almost making things happen here. And at least MCL are still keeping the dream alive. Walang flawless season. Kailangan namin manalo dito for a chance to be the first seed. It's been a while and they want to go back to where they were. Now, looking at things, how are things looking for you, Viminal? Between these two teams.
Again, Warlocks, we know them to be a very strong team, but perhaps just outclassed by Valiant Esports. Both fundamentally and in terms of the macro scale of things. Again, really impressed by Valiant. They look like a professional team. They're playing like a professional team, but Yanagi, he's really holding on.
He does. He's really holding on, but unfortunately, MCL doesn't look like they're gonna be. I don't know.
One
This is
enemy
still
remaining.
a 50-50. Oh
Imposter
no.
killed.
Straw, 7 HP. My res. He does have the resurrect at 7 HP. How much work can he go with?
Defenders
Oh,
win.
that's unfortunate. But congratulations, GG, to the MCL Warlocks and to Valiant Esports. Looks like we got ourselves a flawless group
Oh my God.
stage for Valiant Arc, for the Valiant Esports. 5-0, and but parang di sila masaya. Hindi na sila masaya.
You're like, 5-0. Easy. All in a day's work. Siyempre, they don't wanna, mamaya pa yun magse-celebrate feeling ko eh. Pag naka-off cam na,
Okay.
parang, woo! Pero
Okay,
ngayon
okay.
parang, alright, let's just keep our composure for now.
Okay. Chill lang. Okay. Ano yan? Nag-usap yan. Uy, walang magsiselebrate Walang magsiselebrate. Kunwari, basic
Kunyari,
lang sa atin to.
para sobrang astig tayo Okay? Chill lang.
Ano
chill
to
lang.
ang tawag dito, mga LeBron James level Job's not done. Job's not
Mind
done.
games.
I like it though. GG's though to both teams. Viminal, what do you think worked out for both teams? What didn't? Any thoughts?
Again, it's just they had a lot of strats in their pocket for the side of Warlocks, but it just didn't really pan out, right? Blast and crew for the side of Valiant Esports, they were just running it down. Perhaps it boiled down to superior mechanics, superior aim. Sometimes you don't really have anything to analyze other than the fact that the other team shoots better. Because this is basically shoot head win game. And
Yep, pretty much.
I mean, come on. You can't deny that Blast just steamrolled half of the first half. And that really gave them a huge round differential advantage. So I got to give it to Blast for that one.
Yeah, it's pretty much just it boiled down to key picks, the early aggression and just how much space he created talaga. It's been impressive to watch. And honestly, with the way that HAU is playing right now, they're looking pretty solid. They're looking like someone who's hungry to get that campus torch and raise it up in the end. So GG's again to both teams. Viminal, it was such a fun match to watch, and it wasn't a stomp. It was such a joy to watch. So overall, I'm happy with what I saw. And before we go into the break, I would like to thank our sponsors. Of course, the University Alliance Cup wouldn't be a thing without our amazing sponsors and partners. UAC 2021 is powered by Globe Telecom, our official telco sponsors. ASUS Republic of Gamers, our official gaming PC and laptop partner. Logitech G, our official gaming gear partner. Riot Games, our publishing partner. And of course, Twitch Student, our platform partner. Once more, my name is Ryujin. That's gonna be it for me today. You're gonna be joining Dax and Viminal later after the break. So make sure to tune in as UAC Division A Season 3 action is not over. We'll be back after a short break.
Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung karito ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Pang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na!
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyaw pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit niyang kariton, napalaki niya ng ganun? Ang nagagawa nga naman ng pangarap ng isang magulang.
Manong, anong grade na ba yung anak nyo?
Tagal nang tapos sa mga bata. Ako naman ngayon.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Pero sa mga araw na yun, many years ago, higit pa sa fishballs ang binigay niya sa akin. He taught me na walang di natutupad na pangarap sa taong handang magsumikap.
Dami niya na.
Panghapunan.
Pantoga.
Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap. Atin ang mundo. Globe.